I did it. One of the most hardest tasks, if not the hardest task, to complete in Deep Woken. Achieving W rank. Before I do get further in this video, if you guys are new here, please do me a favor, like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. This being said, I'll leave the video off for you guys to see how I obtained W rank. Disclaimer, I wasn't expecting to achieve W rank in the run that I did achieve it in, so the clips that I have are a bit less than I would like to have for editing a video like this, but I'm gonna have to make do, and hopefully you guys enjoy what I put together for you. If you guys are new here, then please do consider subscribing. I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I am around 300 subscribers away from that, so yeah, I would really appreciate your subscription. But with that being said, and the goal being set, let's start this video. I don't know what was happening to my clips, so some of these clips don't have any audio, but some do have audio. I don't know if I was having a computer issue or something with my shadow play, but yeah. So if you are wondering why there's no game audio, that is a reason why. I'll try to add some music in the background to, lighten up the atmosphere, but with that said, let's continue. Okay, game plan here. We're fresh out of the trial of one, and we have a checklist here that we need to check off. We need to cook food, we need to catch fish, modify a mantra, turn impure ore, win a chime match, and drink an attribute flask, which I do believe I can do everything that I just said on this island in this luminant, so let's not waste any time and start fighting some of these crypt guards. The reason why I'm fighting these crypt guards too, by the way, is so that I can clear the path for me to gather flowers that I need to craft an attribute potion. Now, if you guys don't know, which I didn't when I started this W rank progression, is that you need to craft an attribute potion that was never in the game. I don't even know when they added this, but yeah, you need 2 of the same color type flowers that you can pick up in here, smash them together, and you get an attribute potion. If you collect 2 of the red ones like I did, you'll get an attribute potion of strength. So that is checked off the list. And if you guys are wondering, I am going for Blind Seer Oath, and I am going for a Willpower Unbound on this build. That is why I am trying to max out my willpower to 75. I do want to mention as well that I am not going simple on this build. Usually I do like to run simple in most of my builds because I do not want any flaws holding me back during the progression, but since this is a W rank progression, going simple was just not going to cut it because progression is not going to last that long for somebody doing W rank, so I opted for vegetarian and squeamish. Unfortunately, the guards were too tough to handle, and for some reason they were just canceling their M1s too fast, so I ended up getting gripped and sent to the depths. Now, as somebody going for W rank, being sent to the depths is the absolute worst that could happen to you, because for the modifiers, you have an innate ring of curses, so mobs, depths events start spawning more rapidly around you, and that could lead to you eventually wiping to them because they do tend to spawn more corrupted and more events in general. You'll probably see a lot more Brute Lords when you're going W rank because they just love to spawn in the depths. Navigating through the depths was not an easy run, especially when I'm low power like this, power 7, power 8, but I did have to push through. Like I did say earlier, Brute Lords do spawn, and it seemed like there was somebody who was trying to escape and pinned a Brute Lord in the corner somewhere, so yeah, it kind of jumped on me, but I managed to evade it and server hop to a new server so that I could access the elevator. Once I got up the elevator, I waited for the other elevator. Now, something I didn't know here is that Deepwoken did add a new elevator to help you escape more. So yeah, that's kind of convenient, and I really like that. You don't have to scale the walls because for some reason you can't scale the walls anymore. But enough of that, let's see what happens during this trial. Because I am W rank, I do get harder depth trials, so I do believe this was Corrupted Enforcer. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good to fight. So, as you guys can obviously guess, this took me about 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes. I don't know the exact time. I was one tap, but props to Immortal Helm. That saved me. And I defeated the Enforcer, so yeah. After escaping the depths, I did a bit more farming and I grabbed a weapon that I have been stashing away in the bank for this progression, which is an alloyed Vigil Longsword, which has Providence Thorns. Without Providence Thorns, this would be such a hard progression that I don't know if I would be able to do it. I mean, obviously I would, but it would take so much more longer for the beginning parts that doing the progression would basically be more of a rhythm game than actually progressing, because one wrong mistake and boom, I'm wiped. So after getting this Prov Thorns, I did a bit more farming and I decided to challenge myself with a challenge, which was to try to fight the Hive Mech. I do not know why I wanted to fight the Hive Mech, but hey, I wanted to, and I gave myself the challenge. It was going well until, I missed the parry, and yeah, you know what happens after that. I get sent to the depths once again. But there's nothing to fret here because I have Providence Thorns, so getting to the place was a bit easier, and once I went up the elevator and faced the Enforcer, it was easier and basically like butter, you could say. It was just going smooth. I defeated it because Providence Thorns just did so much damage to this Corrupted Enforcer. Like, you guys do not know how long it takes to kill a Corrupted Enforcer without Providence Thorns. But because of Providence Thorns, it took like a fraction of the time. So now back up out of the depths again, I decided to
We're going to Ferryman's Island.
do a bunch of the world bosses like Duke, Ferryman, Primadon, and yeah, after I was done doing most of those bosses, you can see me here. I went down to the depths to do one of the most scariest things during this progression, which was Etheron, or the Sikion of Etheron to be more accurate. If we take a look back at the checklist, we could see that we have checked off almost everything except for things that we need to do in Layer 2, which is deal with Mesrabilis. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I know I just butchered it. You guys can let me know the pronunciation in the comment section below. And yeah, we basically need to defeat Etheron after that. And yeah, that would basically be the run. Everything was going smoothly, as you can see. We were defeating all the mobs, everything, looking for chests. I got some chests. I got enough medallions to deal with this dude. And after I had enough, we went to start Etheron. So we have 30% more damage to Etheron, and we have some pretty strong weapons as well. But the most craziest thing happened when we were on Etheron. I'm sure you guys can guess by looking at the clip already, but we were lagging, or at least I was having the laggiest lag spike of all of Deepwoken in the most critical time ever, which was fighting Etheron. We had enough time that we had Light Hook. I mean, a Light Hook actually ran out, but when you're fighting Etheron, your Light Hook disappears regardless, so at this moment I was so vulnerable to wipe. You guys don't even know what I was going through, what I was saying behind the mic, because this is a clip, so you obviously can't tell, but I was saying some pretty complicated stuff. I'll just put it at that. So yeah, that whole clip there, that whole Fiesca Etheron was just crazy. There's one point, I'll show the clip now, probably saw it in the beginning. I had to power up to save my progression. And it lagged so hard that I basically didn't get the power up at all. I was flying places, dropping, like, the lag was just too much. And then I basically had to just sit down, one tap, being carried by my friend Mix Kicks, who was helping me during the run, to finish off the Sikion of Etheron. After that, it wasn't over though. We still had to make it through the city, and getting hit with one of those spear dudes, especially with all these damage multipliers that you get, or amplifiers that we have during W rank, that would have been a death wish, but luckily we passed that, and boom, we got out of the layer 2 successfully. Even though we had like, I don't know, 20,000 ping lag spikes. But after that, I got some enchant grease, enchant stones, just to enchant my weapon, and or not my weapon, but another weapon. I got the grease so that I could put drown on one of my weapons, so I can have more armor. I don't know if that armor actually does help against monsters, and more HP. But after that, yeah, I basically had every single thing checked off the list, except for one singular thing, which was complete H mode.
It's W rank.
W rank doesn't need ring of curses.
No, it's like the modifier.
Oh, I see. Does it just spawn more mobs or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, let's ring it. Let's ring it. Let's ring it.
Okay. Maybe when we get there and we're safe.
Oh, it's dark as shit.
Oh,
I get start. Let's see. Oh, who has that? Who has that astral? Come back. You're like our light source.
That's Storm.
Who? Storm? Is it Storm?
Yeah.
Going this way.
Bro, I swear, when I
Snowball.
pop race, I take
We're
like
in
1%.
We're gonna get
ganked. We're getting
we're
ganked.
I don't know who is this guy. No, this guy hit me. Who is
He's
he?
the PVE.
Need help here.
Oh no,
No,
that's
go
a-
inside. Why? No, go inside the thing if
Well,
you're getting
yes.
jumped by 2 mobs.
No,
this
don't
guy's
go
helping.
inside.
No,
Lead him to
Wait,
me. I'll take care of
he,
it.
I think he rung the bell because he didn't put me in combat. He didn't put me in
Yo,
combat.
I know what build that is. I know what build
It's the
that is.
copy paste Gale
Wait,
build.
that's the
It's the
skipper.
copy paste.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
copy paste Gale PV build.
That's the skipper. Yo, are we supposed to go to a secluded place when we get our chest?
Oh my god,
We
I'm
get
about to
I
die.
won't be able to open it except for us.
Move! Oh!
Oh, I'm knocked. I'm knocked. I'm knocked. I'm knocked. I'm knocked.
One help them.
I'm knocked. I got back up. Come back. Come back. Come back.
Somebody
Come
go.
back. Come
Yo,
back.
I'm low.
Three school balls. Three school balls. Three school balls. Help.
I'm low.
Run.
Johnson run. Johnson run. Johnson run.
Oh my fucking god! I'm low! I'm gonna die! I'm in the horde! I'm in the horde!
John.
I'm trying! Look, do you see where I'm at? I'm trying!
No, you're lagging. I saw you. Run. Alright.
Oh, it's a
Uh,
tear pod.
I got one.
Void Spire
I got
again.
one. I got one.
Okay, these mobs are dying left and right.
Okay, I'm about to go up. Somebody come up with me. Just a kid. Never mind, there's only crabs up here. No, run. I got it. I could.
Save Mace. He can't fight. He has an Imperial Staff.
no!
I'm like 1 tap. I'm 1 bar.
Where
I
are
wiped.
you?
I wiped.
No.
I'm good. I'm good. I have a backup, so I don't.
Guys,
Here we go.
We're done. Wait, what? No, we're not. We're not done apparently. I don't think they count.
That's just your ring of curses, Brocky. Pretty sure.
what?
We have one more. No, they didn't count.
I lied. Guys, just. Oh.
Oh, I can't pass down my Evan Spear.
War Master's Medallion. Action Speak Order.
Idol, Yonsho, Crypt Blade, Moon's Eye, Bounce. No God Rose, so I don't know if it was worth it.
It was done. The last thing I needed for W rank. Done. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but before going down to the depths, I grabbed a spare idol. Even though the checklist was finished, I still wanted to make sure I did everything. If you have been paying attention throughout this video, you would have noticed that my character's name has changed. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I wiped a lot of times, so keeping track of the list as a mental note started to get confusing. So the only things I was unsure of doing during this progression was drinking an attribute potion and defeating the Dread Serpent. You could say I was doing a quality check, right before the long-awaited moment. The moment of truth.